Hi, this is Matt Bernstein with Skillhance.com, and today we're going to learn about the KPIs and customer engagement goals that every company should have. Customer engagement is often overlooked, and yet every company should have their KPIs and customer engagement goals set. So what should that look like? ROI, or return on investment, is the key to every business. The return is up to you. What one sees as a good return on your investment is personal and defined by the company or the shareholders and management. You need to make sure that you define this. You do not need to make sure that it's all directed in a commercial direction, but it's a good idea if this ties back to your commercial revenue. It is easy to make sure that your commercial goals are linked to marketing KPIs or your customer engagement by simply developing your own matrix. You can use this approach so that people from varying levels that have each of their own perspective within the company can see the value of having a retention program or customer loyalty engagement program. For example, look at a referral of your product to a friend versus a customer who makes their third and fourth purchase from your company. Both of these matter because they are linked to the traffic on your website. As a result, you can easily tie them both to sales. For the repeat customer, it's clearly visible that there's a lifetime value just as there is for new customers. So when it comes to new and return visitors, Google Analytics is an excellent tool for marketers who are trying to establish commercial goals and need to see if goals have been met. You will be able to easily see where the customer engagement takes place and the direct relationship is built. For example, you can see that Facebook, which is generally customer-oriented, is where you had your first customer engagement. You might have a customer group on your website. You might have the customer forum. Your goal is to find the simplest way to judge customer engagement. With social media usage growing at exponential rates, it is key to amplify your message. When you engage your customer on some level, you can look at how well your content and message is resonating with your audience. Sales is your end goal, but before the sales, KPIs can make things more manageable for those on the front lines and will certainly make it more meaningful. How to improve your customer engagement? If the goal is to improve your online customer engagement, there are a number of things that you can do. One of the main things you should consider is how to simplify your website. You should achieve simplicity by focusing on your customer resources, these resources that have the least of what you should be focused on. For example, for some it might be mental effort, for others it might be time. And still for others, it might be the overall shopping experience. If you're able to simplify an existing customer routine, you are much more likely to have them engaged. In fact, if you just remove the distractions, you will have made great strides in improving the simplicity of your website and making your customer happy and more likely engaged. Consumers look for shortcuts to reach their goals. For your customer, it is important to discover a unique value and then find the shortest way to get that unique value. When you highlight things that help your customer find the shortest path to get what they want, they are much more likely to be interested in making the purchase. You will have very engaged customers when you have one that sees a simple way to get what they want from your website. You need to always be meeting the expectation of your customer. In fact, it's a surefire way to enjoy customer engagement online. You can meet your customers' expectations by increasing your product and service relevance and communication. You achieve customer relevance by providing testimonials, reviews, and complete instructions on using your product or service. You need to have open lines of communication with your customers so you can quickly get their questions answered. Online chat is one of the best ways to accomplish this. You should offer as many lines of communication as possible, including email, live chat, telephone if needed, social media, and more. Make it as convenient as possible for your customer to get in contact with you. You also need to make sure that you focus on creating the right channels with the right message at the right time for your customer's first step. Because if you miss them on the first step, they will become your competition's customer and not yours. All of your customers will have their own preference. Some of them will like social media, some of them will like email, and others will follow up with a call from you. It's a good idea to test your customer market before you choose which line of communication you'll focus on most. Customer engagement is the key to success of your business. Being able to engage customers online has made it easier in many ways, but has also complicated the situation as well.